My name is Zachariah, and today we will be reviewing the reverse cattleman's crack, or not the reverse cattleman's crack. I meant to say the reverse overhead because we did that in the last video, and I'm going to teach you guys also how to combine them in a reverse and forward overhead. I'm not sure what that would be called because I haven't really been around any other whip cracker. I'm in St. Joe and there's really no one else here, so besides Beverly Griffin, and yeah, I think that's really it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Take the whip, and what you're gonna want to do is, if you know the overhead, this is what it looks like, which you should know it. Then basically the same thing applies. Lay it out over here and go in the reverse direction, just like this. And once the whip gets to about here, you're gonna flick your wrist and drag it back in the opposite direction. Kind of like this, but the other way. So here, I'll go really slow with it. This is what it should look like. Here's a side angle. Forward angle. Here's the other side. And you can spin this as much as you want above your head also. Makes no difference in sound or anything. People think that spinning the whip more above your head and then snapping it makes it louder, but it doesn't, because I can do the same thing with just one turn. So just depends on how much force you put into the crack. Alright, so reverse overhead. Here it is real slow. Just bring it around. Once the whip hits that crucial point, flick and go in the opposite direction. So flick and opposite. There's forward, and here is reverse. As you can see, the wrist motion here just like that. And once you have gotten that down, we're going to also try to combine both of them here. So here's the forward cattleman's crack. And then after you come out of the forwards cattleman crack, you're going to drag the whip on the ground, or just up in the air if you really want to, and bring it and just lead straight into the reverse. So it should look something like this. Overhead, reverse, and then just lead right back into the normal overhead. So overhead, reverse, and just get the motion down. Don't worry about if it's cracking or not. If you hear that little kind of a crack, kind of a little puffed, I don't know how to explain that sound. It's kind of a weird sound. Here, I'll give it a little louder. You'll kind of hear it. That. It's kind of a crack, but it's not really. If you can hear that while you're going slow, you're doing it right. So just get used to it. And once you've figured it out, speed it up, and you should be good. Also, don't forget to teach your left hand how to do it. We'll be going over the Queensland crossover later on in a different video. And to do the Queensland crossover, you'll need to know how to do reverse and forward overhead crack with both hands. All right. My name is Zachariah. I hope this video has been informative.